I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Boy, God has been good to me. Man, I can't really count it all. You can't either. You know, it's all in perspective. You really can't count all that God has done for you. If you look at every little thing, it's unbelievable the things he's done for us. How many times, you know, we got through something without even talking to him about it? He just blessed us with it. How many? You know, it's so much. The fact that you wake up in the morning, the fact that you still have a place to stay, the fact that, you know, maybe struggling out here, but guess what? You still going to work. You know, you living check to check, but you're making it all. You got all the plates spinning, you know. It's hard. You got a lot of plates spinning, but you keep them up there somehow. Every now and then one break, but he put two more back up there that look a little bit better, and you got to get to spinning them. So it all works. And then you got a lot of people who just can't seem to mentally put it together as to, you know, why their life isn't in the position that they want it to be. We talk about this oftentimes, but I want to try another angle with you today. You know, maybe it's you. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's no external force that's at fault like you keep making the excuse to be. You know, so many people I hear, well, if this hadn't have done this, if he hadn't have done that, if she hadn't have done that, I would have been further along. I wasted all my time, my years with this man, and he did this, and I could have been here, and I could have been there. And this woman, she did this to me. And if she hadn't have done that, I could have been here and I could have been there. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not really that external force that you keep making it out to be. See, I've done this to myself before. Once again, I'm talking to you about something I know about. I've done this to myself before. I've had the reason I wasn't where I wanted to be. I had it figured out as some external force. I had worked it out in my mind. Clearly, it wasn't me. Because if so-and-so, or if this hadn't happened, and if they hadn't have done this, I would have been further along up the road. That's what I was saying. But hold on, man. Boy, I learned a valuable lesson, man. See, if you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. If you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes one day, and I heard him say, you can't drive your car if you going to keep looking in the rearview mirror. You go outside and try that. Try to drive your car, but keep your eye in the rearview mirror. All you looking at is where you been. All you looking at in that rearview mirror is where you passed or should have passed, something you should have moved on from. All you doing is looking in that rearview mirror at what happened back there. If you don't stop looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash your car over and over and over again. Or you got to slow it down so bad in order for you to keep looking in that rearview mirror. If you don't learn to let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go forward because you keep reviewing the past. The past is the past. And I know it's hard. Man, I watched a show and this lady said, well, I just can't ever forgive them for that. Well, guess what? Guess what? God may have already forgiven that person. That person may be extremely remorseful, could have gone to God and gotten forgiveness for it years ago. But you sit here and you keep hanging on to the past. I can't ever forgive that. Then I heard Bishop Jakes come on the show one time and say something that really, really struck home. You keep drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. He said that, I just shook my head and went, wow. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Revenge is poison. to you. You know, if hatred is poison to you, unforgivingness, when you won't forgive a person, that person could be going on with their life, made to right with God, don't know how you feeling, they skipping through life. Now, you make adjustments every time you see them, and it takes energy, man. It takes so much energy to hate. It takes so much energy not to forgive. Now they come in the room, you got to avoid them, stay over here. Here they come now. You got to make a situation over here. They come into the house, it's family reunion. Here they come. Where they going to be, in the basement? I'm going up here on the 3rd floor. I want to go out here and get some barbecue. She out there at the barbecue stand. Oh, Lord, I don't want no barbecue. I just eat the potato salad. People, man, take themselves all out of position trying to make adjustments when it would simplify your life if you would just let it go. Maybe you ain't where you need to be because of them external forces altogether. Maybe you're not where you need to be because of you. Because you won't let it go. You won't move forward. Look at this, ladies. Let's say you've been in a situation with a man for years. It didn't work out for whatever the reason. It just didn't work out. I got what you say he did. I got what he did. All of that, yada, yada, yada. When you get through, did not God get you through it? Did not he allow you to survive it? I got you got some cuts on you. I got you been a little bit bruised, but did he not get you through it? So now that he's freed you from it, now he done went on, he got a whole nother family over there somewhere. Now he trying to make it right because maybe he learned the mistake he made and now he trying to be a better man. He just trying to get it right now. But you sitting there holding on to it. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. So now instead of you enjoying the blessing of finally being free from a situation that was not healthy for you, you create an even more unhealthy situation in your mind by hating, by having revengeful thoughts, by hoping he fall on his face. Maybe you even doing something to the other situation to make sure they struggle. Oh, man, you drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Maybe you ain't where you ought to be in life, not because of your external forces, but maybe it's you. If you don't let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. You can't keep driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. Come on, man. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is upon us. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is about to begin. As a matter of fact, it has already begun. As a matter of fact, it's happening now. But I'm going to want to say it's about to pop off. But if I say that, I would be late. All of this will be explained today on the Steve Harvey Morning Show in behind what we're going to call the red table. We'll be discussing this today about how our show today, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Junior, real name Kill Spates, nephew Jet Set, Miles.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Y'all only knew what I knew. We're straightening it out at one point today. Yeah. From the HR department of the show. Junior, what's on your mind today?
You know, when Uncle Man, I was talking to one of my partners, man, we was talking about some old times and how you had to take one for the team. You know, have you ever take one for the team? Like, my boy was talking to this chick, man, and then I had to really take one for the team because I had to talk to her friend. But her friend wasn't attractive at all. And I fought this the whole time.
I've been in there. I've been the wing man on the wing. Way out on the wing.
Man.
Ooh. One for the team, you know. One time we went out to this club called Spats. I was about 22 years old. Group of girls over there. My boy walked across the room to say hello to him and asked one of them to dance. he asked one of them to dance and stood up, little fine girl. He out on the floor dancing. My other partner went over there and asked the other girl to dance. And they went out there. Now, ain't nobody left at the table, but the one ain't nobody wanted to dance.
No.
Only one left at the table.
Oh, baby.
But the girl was looking all sad and everything. So I said, I went on over there. I said, hey, would you like to dance? She said, oh, my God, yes. We danced. This heifer out here dancing hard as hell.
like Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens in Boomerang.
No, man. Like this heifer was doing a one-man Soul Train line. I'm talking about she was pop locking, jumping, scratching. I'm standing there doing my little side to side. Yeah. But now this chick, 3-4 records in a row, she just out here.
Putting the robot getting it in.
And I'm looking at her, I'm talking about she sweating, man. Hair ain't doing good no more. Got a ring. She had an orange dress. Got a little underarm ring starting to develop. Hey, her
sweating it out.
Too much.
That's why nobody want to dance.
You got a sweat ring on your orange dress. You got to stop.
Oh, man.
Don't stop. Get it.
Here come talking about, no, can I buy you a drink? I don't even drink. No damn drink.
I'm wingman.
Your friend, he's so nice. I ain't nice.
Wingman.
All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Nephew Tommy's Run That Prank Back right after this.
Yeah. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time to kick the morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
Well, I got stupidity for you this morning.
Every morning. Surprise?
Pee on my house.
Oh, God.
Cat dog, let's get the pee in.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. I think that's the name.
Yeah, this is. What's this in regard to?
This about an air conditioner unit. You did some work for us over on my house over off Street. Do you remember coming out there last week?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right, it was a lady there, my wife. She let you in to come.
Right. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? The air's not cooling or what?
No. It's cooling. Everything. Matter of fact, I want to tell you that you did a good job. But I got a question for you now. When you was at the house and you was working on the air conditioner out there in the backyard, did you happen to go on the side of my house and pull out and use the bathroom right there on the side? Did you go over there and you do number one on the side of my house?
Say what?
Well, what I'm saying is that my wife tells me that when you were there, that you went on the. She was looking out the window. She said that when you was there, that you and went and used the bathroom on the side of the house.
Hold. Wait a minute. I did what now to what?
Right. You and you did number one over on the side of the house. Now, is that something that you did?
Say, man, look, you got to understand something, man. All right, now I apologize if that did happen, but you got to understand something. We down south, man, and we talking 85, 90, 95-degree weather, man. I got to stay hydrated. I got to drink a lot of fluids. So, with me being the age that I am, I have to drink a lot of fluids and it tend to pass through. Once again, I said I apologize.
I understand all that, but you know what? I can't accept no apology like that when I got a man that's got on the side of my house and then
man, now I'm apologizing to you, and you coming off on me like that?
You done on the side of my house in front of my wife.
Now look here, young man. Now if your wife saw me, evidently she need to see some type of because you evidently ain't doing some. You
Who the hell? Who you think you talking to?
Why is your wife watching me anyway do my work? Why is she that hard up that she got to look at the old man?
Look, all I know is I don't want no man at my house, in the house, side of the house, backyard, nothing.
Well, you should have been there.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something. I'm the only person at my house. You understand me?
Evidently you ain't right if she out there looking at me. Look here, son. I'm a professional, okay? I do my job, and I take my job with pride, okay? It's not being professional. If there's something that I did, that's that water running through me, all right?
Okay,
now,
but you don't at no other man's house, and you at my house and my wife sitting there looking at you out the window. Now, I got a problem with that.
Well, what you need to have a problem with is your wife looking at me if that's what I did. You know what? You need to be at home and give us something to look at other than looking at me.
You don't tell me what I need to do about my wife. Now, you don't go to another man.
Man, you know what? I'm about to lose it. All right? Now,
You're gonna make me lose it.
Let me get my book. That's all. Yeah, I got your right here.
You damn right. And I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
That's
fine. I'm gonna show you what it is.
You don't at another man's house. You don't do that. And people, my wife looking out the window, and I bet you knew that them blinds was open.
Young man, nah, you getting me real upset with these accusations. All right. Now look, you at what is street? Now,
you know where I'm at.
I will show you what the is.
I want you to bring your back over here on Phillips.
I know exactly what you said. You that youngster on that street. I'm gonna come over there, and I got something for you, youngster. I got something for you. Now, you made me disregard my professionalism, and I'm gonna come show you what being is about.
Look, man, what you don't do is at another man's house, and that's what you did, and you know it ain't called for. Now, you could have held that.
I apologize, man. I had to go. I told you I drank a lot of fluids in this hot heat, man. Now, what else do you want me to do?
I want you to keep your fluid till you get to the service station down the street, but not in my backyard side of the house and my wife looking out the window.
Man, you and what you talking about. If I did, I apologize. If you can't accept it, then the hell with it.
Look, you're going to me off and make me do something up in here. I'm telling you now.
What you want to do, man? I done told you. I done apologized to you, and I will come over there and kick your okay?
No, you ain't. You'll do what? Let me tell you something.
Kick your young because judging from the age of your wife is young, and I know you're young. You can't deal with no old school. I'll kick your young
You're gonna get your whooped today. You hear me? You're gonna get... Let me tell you...
Street 2, I'll come your young...
Let me tell you, I got one more thing to say to you. Is you listening to me?
Speak, damn it.
This is Nephew Tommy. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy named...
Man, now you know what? I'm going to get with his... He know I got heart palpitations, and I don't need this type of in my life, man.
He said, man, my boy be out there fixing air conditioners and heaters all day. He said, man, let me tell you something. He said he'd be frustrated to begin with. He said, but give him a call.
He said, know it, man, because I got 9 or 10 more I still got to do today.
Hey, man, you all right?
Man, yeah, I'm all right now, nephew. I'm all right now, nephew. Nephew Tommy, you and that Steve Harvey some damn fools in the morning. I listen to y'all cats every morning, man. I don't know how in the hell. I sit back riding laughing. And how y'all get people, and y'all done got me with the same. Oh, man. I enjoy y'all show, man. Y'all keep up the good doggone work.
I appreciate it, man. I got one more question to ask you, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Well, you know, the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next.
Thank you.
Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Carla is standing by with today's music news. It is Grammy week. Don't forget, another awards show.
Who hosting that one?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Grammys got smart and kicked Kanye off before it even took place. All right, and no one slap anyone, okay? We'll talk about these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, yes, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one is from Daria in Maryville. Daria says, 5 years ago, I had an affair with a man I met at the gym, and during the pandemic, I started talking to him again. It was a way to pass the time while my husband played his video games. We're really good friends now, and I want to kick it with him sometimes. Is this a recipe for disaster, or should I try it? What?
When you kick it with him, what do you think his version of kicking it with is. It ain't gonna be no damn video game. So
She
while
does a
your
really
husband
good
was
friend.
playing video games, you was video vixen.
Cheating.
Well, since you playing them games, I'm gonna go over here and play with something else too. Lady, is it a recipe for disaster? It already is.
Yep.
And I just want to let you know too. I don't know if you've noticed this, but your marriage is over.
What's up with
thought you
old
let her-
dudes and videos? What is that about?
Video games.
Yeah.
Well, you better stop. All right, moving on to T Money in Florida, in Fort Worth. T Money writes, I know for a fact that my girlfriend and my best friend have had sex, but I want to catch them in the act. It's been over a month since I saw the text messages on her phone. And I have all of her text messages coming to my iPad now. Am I crazy for wanting proof? Should I go ahead and end things now?
What is your punk ass waiting on?
He wants proof, Steve.
He got
T-Money
it. He
needs
got the
proof.
text messages.
Yeah.
I want to catch them in the act.
He wants
Everybody want to see
evidence.
it. Everybody think they want to
Hey.
see it. Boy.
I don't know how to respond to this. I'm too old for this. I don't.
How you got time
Yeah.
to type right into us? How you got that type of
Yeah.
time?
I
Go
wanna
ahead and
catch
end
'em in
things
the
now.
off, or should I just end things? Boy, stop, man. I don't know what to say. Next letter, shoot.
All right, Mo in the DMV, moving on, says, I'm a single parent. I let my son's girlfriend spend the night at our house on weekends sometimes to get off campus and do her laundry. They're both 19, but I don't condone them sleeping in the same room. She decided to have a talk with me about sheltering my son. Should I ban her from staying here?
Well, you can ban them from staying there, but you ain't finna ban nothing else.
They don't do what they want to do.
I don't know who this young girl is that thinks she finna
Yeah.
walk in this old black woman's house and had this talk about how she done raised her boy.
Yeah.
Once again,
What's going on here?
you know what? These questions this morning, maybe it's the mood I'm in today.
Could be.
But I don't know, because culturally speaking, I don't know why you would write this in and ask me. Y'all know good and hell well who I am. I ain't made
They
no
listen
bones
to the
about
show.
who I am and how I am since we've been on this show. You know good and hell
Right.
well. I wish one of my kids' friends would come into
Step
my
to
house
you.
and ask
Step to
me
you.
why a picture is hanging on that wall. I don't give a damn. You can't ask me nothing about what's behind this
Of my
here
house.
wall of mine. So I want to talk to you about raising your son and being so sheltered. Well, quit dating this little punk ass then.
That's what you do.
Tommy, ask your uncle a question. Just ask him something
Well,
to
she
see
need
how
to
he'll
go-
react.
She need to go to the laundromat and wash her clothes then.
Do you think, I mean, don't you think you just going a little too far with him? I mean, we ought to be able to at least stay in the same room when we come over here. Don't you think so?
You think I'm going a little too far? Well, let me ask you a question. I actually can put this foot even deeper
Okay.
up in your butt.
Have you
Now,
learned
keep
nothing
talking. Do you
from
think
Will?
I've gone too far? I ain't going as far as I can.
No
You say
violence.
something else to me. What, lady? What?
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to Alicia in Foley. Alicia says, I've been married for 2.5 years. My husband had a work trip to Chicago, so I asked him to pick up a specific purse I saw online. He said he had the bag shipped to me from the store. I received the bag, but it came from New York. The Chicago store has no record of the transaction. Is he lying about where he went?
You got the bag, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got
They
what you
didn't have
want.
it in Chicago.
Sometimes bags have to come from other places.
Okay.
It happens.
Now, the man say he went to Chicago, but the bag came from New York. So the bag came from New York. What?
So let me ask
You got the bag. How that's cheating?
you: was she asking for the bag to see where he was? Was that the
Oh,
what was going on the whole time?
No, she wanted the bag.
No, she
Women-
definitely wanted that bag.
Women don't
Come
play
on
by
now.
no bags.
No, tell School 'em,
Tell them,
Steve.
Steve, about the bag.
Yes, now. We're serious about our bag.
No, they want them bags.
Yes,
They don't
yes.
give a damn if you got to go down and get it at the Cracker Barrel. If it's the bag I asked for.
That's it. Yeah. So
But
maybe
she
they
called the Chicago store. Come on, lady.
But maybe they were sold out and they called the New York store.
That's it. They probably didn't have. Yeah, they probably didn't.
That can
have it in
happen, right?
Chicago. Yeah, it happens all the time.
When the bag
They
come
run
from
out.
New York,
Ask us, we the shoppers.
people
Yeah.
in credit, the people in Chicago not finna get the credit. The person gonna come from New York. That person gonna get the credit.
Right.
So they could have made. They don't have to have a record of the transaction. You got to pay the New
No.
York store.
How
They
about I
want
send your bag
transaction.
back? How about I send
Yeah.
it back since you're so worried about where it came from? How about I send it back?
There
Nah.
was no transaction in Chicago. It was only in New York. Wow, you got lying.
Your
out of
bag
that.
hot. He bought it off the street. It's hot. Pookie sell bags. That bag hot.
Girl, you gotta rock your bag. Don't be worried about
Yeah,
it. Not
you
yet.
got it.
Last one,
Yeah.
Shirley.
That was the last one, Steve.
Oh.
Any more advice on the bag, Steve? What you...
No, I don't really think there's anything left to say about this damn bag, and I don't know why you worried about where the damn bag came from.
Okay, well, let's go back to Mo in the DMV, with the 19-year-old that asked him questions, saying that her son was sheltered too much. Come on, Tommy, you got another one.
Don't you think you need to let this boy out and be a little bit more than what he is? Because you kept him sheltered all his life. That's why he don't really know much. I'm just saying. I'm just my
Well, it
honest
seemed like
opinion
he'd have
about the
learned an
boy.
awful lot from dating the biggest trick down there on the case.
Whoa!
So what else do you want to teach him, sweetie?
All right, listen, coming up, thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and national news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, I want to remind you of this. Please make sure you check out another hilarious episode of Judge Steve coming on tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC and Hulu. We'll be watching. Court is now in session. Steve?
Thank y'all for watching.
Yes. Court
Judge
is in
Steve,
session.
major hit show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's fun.
You know, I'm
Fun
going to
watch.
receive my Oscar right now. Thank you all for watching and tuning in, and thank you all for this award. It means a lot to me. I want to thank, first of all of my former managers and associates who've taken full credit for my success. And I want to thank y'all for taking credit for it. Even though we both know it was God, and I don't know why we have trouble giving credit where credit is due, but I'd like to take this time to thank the Lord for all he's done for me. Also, I'd like to thank my co-host on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, especially to Shirley Strawberry and Carla Farrell and Mississippi Monica for always mentioning the Judge Show.
And watching it.
And for watching, and for Junior and Tommy, who are blazing trails themselves, things of that nature. That's all my Oscar speech.
That's so nice.
That was nice.
Thank
Huh?
you so much.
Thank you,
for
Steve.
watching Judge Steve tonight as I
That's
solve
right.
another
8/7
case.
Central.
Where'd you get that line
8/7
from,
Central.
What?
And that's the way I see it.
'Cause
Yeah.
they was in my ear telling me something else, and I just said, well, because a couple of times I gave some verdicts they didn't really agree with, and I just told them, I said, well, hell, that's the way I see it. And so
That's
then
it.
when
That's the tagline. That's
I
it.
started saying it on TV, and they were, hey, you have to say that every time now. Yeah, okay. I was just saying it to y'all at the production meeting just to get y'all off of me. But if you want
Again,
to be cussed
Judge
out
Steve
on
tonight.
TV, I'll do it.
Yeah. I love
Tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC and Hulu. Yeah. All right. Court is now in session, and we're going to switch it over to Carla here with today's music news. What you got, Carla?
All right. Well, first of all, we know the Grammys happening this Sunday, April 3rd, this time in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Yeah. Hosted by Trevor Noah. And we all know that the Grammys recently dropped Kanye as a performer because he called Trevor a racist slur on Instagram. Trevor responded by saying he wanted to counsel Kanye, not cancel him, and he had nothing to do with Kanye being dropped from the Grammys as a performer. So there you go. So we'll be checking it out, the Grammys this Sunday. And other music news, well, last year, the Versus battle on Easter Sunday was hosted by our very own Steve Harvey. You remember it was Earth, Wind, and Fire, right, versus the Isley Brothers. It was an iconic moment in music history. Well, this year...
Purple suit.
Yes. The Versus battle is set Easter Sunday. BB and CeCe Winans versus Mary. We going to check Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yes, it's going to be really good. Yeah, so we'll be watching April 17th is Easter Sunday. Yes, Gospel versus BB and CeCe Winans.
I can tell y'all that's
versus
been watching.
Mary.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, those of you that's been watching the Versus, this ain't the Versus to cuss on. Just point that out.
Watch your comments.
Just be careful. You know, some of y'all ain't been to church in a while and you're a little ignorant with your little trolling.
All right,
Don't
Steve,
mess around
she's
trolling
here.
and go to hell. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thanks, guys, and good morning. Well, I know you want to know the latest on this story, so let's just get with it. The Motion Picture Academy's Board of Governors held an emergency meeting yesterday. They say they're going to be starting official disciplinary proceedings on the status of Will Smith. The Oscar-winning actor could face suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions. Smith has 15 days to make his case to the board by means of a written response. He doesn't appear in person. And then on April 18th, which is when the board meets again, they're going to take a vote and announce what action they've decided to take. Now, rescinding his Oscar, however, would be kind of hard to explain because serial sex abuser Harry Weinstein's got to keep his Oscar, and so did filmmaker Roman Polanski, who you may remember or may not, was convicted of raping a 13-year-old girl and who skipped the country to avoid jail. He kept his Oscar. A number of Will Smith's fans take issue with the description of the slap as being the show's most violent episode ever. Some Native Americans, for instance, say they're reminded of John Wayne's behavior at the 1973 Oscars. Marlon Brando let a Native American girl named Sasheen Littlefeather accept his award. And what she did, she used the time to talk about how movie makers dehumanize her people and to ask them to, please stop doing that. John Wayne stood up, tried to get on stage, and had to be restrained, the story goes, by 6 security guards to keep him from jumping on and physically attacking the 27-year-old Native woman. That was the 1973 Oscars for John Wayne, and he gets to keep his Oscars. By the way, there is also Team Will. 50 Cent, for instance, says he sides with Will Smith over the whole slap thing. He issues a warning to Chris Rock, saying, quote, "Don't you ever play with me." 50 does say, though, he does give Chris credit for refusing to press charges. He does give him credit for that. Nicki Minaj, also Team Will, she says, quote, he had a front row seat to his wife's pain, and he reacted. Lil' Kim, she says, interesting, she says, Will Smith has been hated on for over 20 years, so somebody had it coming. Meanwhile, sales for Chris Rock's comedy tour are soaring. He was on stage in Boston last night.
I'm still kind of processing what happened. I don't have like a bunch of about what happened. So if you came to hear that, I had like a whole show I wrote before.
So he didn't really say anything. He plays the Borgata in Atlantic City this weekend. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Will Smith's family, including his sister and his mother, gathered to watch the Oscars. They had an Oscar watch party. During a recent interview with ABC Philly, both Will's sister and his mother, Miss Carolyn, who's 85 years old, said she was surprised to see him go off on Chris Rock. Take a listen.
Even Will's mother admits she was surprised.
He is a very even people person. And that's the first time I've ever seen him go off. The first time in his lifetime.
It surprised you too, huh?
It did. As I said, I've never seen him do that.
Will Smith's younger sister Ellen says she's watched her brother constantly excel under pressure and under the spotlight of Hollywood.
Everybody has been bullied, and abused, in some kind of way. And I totally understand. It's like people are like, oh, I wish I was in, such and such shoes, and oh, those are my goals and everything. It's like, but you really don't know what it takes to get there. And I've had conversations with him, and it's like, it really kind of broke my heart listening to the things that he said that he had to go through to get to where he is.
Wow.
This is getting on my nerves, y'all.
I mean, look.
Why, Tommy? What's wrong?
I understand his mom saying what she's saying. I just want to say something right here, because we talking about my mother now. My mama wouldn't have been surprised about a damn thing. My mama would have said in the interview, he just like his daddy. So, as far as what his sister said, it is true, it is hard to get here, but it don't excuse nothing. Yeah. It's hard to climb the corporate ladder in America.
Yeah.
But it don't give you the right to do. Look, I understand the saying, pressure bust a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a pipe busting moment.
No. The problem is internal in their family, and they got to fix that within themselves. That's where it is. And I don't care about you putting it all table talk, this and that. We ain't even got to see that. Y'all got to fix this by yourselves.
You mean Will and his wife?
Will and his wife. Y'all got to fix y'all's issue. That's what this is.
All right, ready to love.
Yeah. and
I'm sorry.
Carolyn,
that boy came right on in there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
went out the window.
Boy, that boy done got out off that private jet.
Boy, that's stupid.
That boy got so much damn wisdom now.
What? That boy done put the stupid down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Tommy flew in on a private jet? My bad.
Will's mom went on to say that she urged Will to get some rest and to go on vacation.
Yeah.
So that'll do him good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
I bet you
take
her
your
heart
mom's
was
advice.
broken. Yeah. To see her son behave like that.
Mm-hmm. To snap like that. Yeah. All right. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check Steve's voicemail at 877-29-STEVE right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check Steve's voicemail. Wonder what's on people's minds. If you'd like to leave Steve a voicemail, call him at 877-29-STEVE, and you can hear your message on the air with us. All right, Steve, you ready? Yeah. This one's from Donald in Nashville. He wants to talk about the slap.
Yo, Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is Donald, man, from Nashville. I just have a couple questions real quick. Everybody's wearing Will Smith out for his actions. I'm not saying the man's actions are right, but everybody's defending Chris Rock, saying that, well, I don't think he knew. But who's in position to say, I don't think he knew? You don't know if he knew or not. So what the man did know was making a joke. And who has the right to tell Will, the offendee, what to be offended by when it comes to his wife? If the man took a joke personal, does he not have that right? I'm not saying he's right for hitting the man on stage, but does a man have the right to defend his wife if he's offended by something he perceives as a joke about her medical condition? And everybody say they don't think Chris knows, but nobody knows if Chris knows. What if Chris did know and publicly disrespected his man's wife on national TV in front of the whole world? Please answer that.
Well, I said in my initial response that I was torn because I'm all about defending my wife. The what if he did know? I know for a fact he didn't. I'm just going to leave it at that. I know for a fact he didn't know that. Secondly, that wasn't the way to handle it.
That's the best.
To me.
That's the truth.
Right.
If you gon' check him,
Facts. Yeah,
I'd have waited to first commercial break.
Right.
Yeah.
Got up out my seat, went around there. Hey man, and then went at it from there. But I just thought it was not the right way to handle it.
I'm waiting because I don't want no evidence. I can't let everybody see me whoop your ass on stage. I don't want no evidence. I want to wait till I get you behind this stage and don't nobody see you. That's what I want. But I don't want no evidence. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing, say nothing, press no charges. Me and you, one-on-one, we deal with it. By the way, I'll be in Nashville, dog. If you want to come by, I got 6 shows. Go ahead, sure.
You shouting out the bomb.
Sean.
That's all this was about.
Sean from Savannah also wants to talk about the slap, Steve.
Hey, Steve, this is Sean from Savannah, Georgia, and I saw the whole escapade in the Oscars, and I honestly can say no man don't know what he'll do in that situation until it arrives.
True. That's true, too.
Well, no, that's not true.
You don't think so?
I know me. I know me. Now,
You laughed at first.
But
I wouldn't have went up on that stage at that particular moment over that joke. I wouldn't have. Probably would have dealt with it backstage.
Right.
I also know when you slap me, your ass say, if you turn around, it's just going to happen behind you. That's all I got to say.
You know that.
You finna get your ass kicked down them steps. I bet you get down them steps way faster than you came up.
But you know what, dog? You know, we like my man saying, you
That
saying
I
that,
do
but I think Chris was in shock. It was just like, what the hell just happened? I don't know if you just react.
No, he did. He
Chris handled it the right way.
He was
I don't think he was in
about
shock because he just mentioned what happened. He said Will Smith just slapped the blankety blank out of him. He know what happened.
Chris handled it the right way.
I like how Chris.
I would have handled it the wrong way. Just like I would have handled the joke the other way too. So, but everybody, I understand what the brother's saying. You don't know what it'll happen until it happened to you. But based on my experience at my age level, I do know that when you slap me, there will be an instant set of consequences. Because it always has been up to this point. Now, I don't know what didn't happen to me at 65 that's going to change that. But every time I've been slapped previously, it has resulted in a full-fledged incident. I have been slapped several times.
So you've been slapped before.
I've been slapped, punched, kicked, every time. 100%. But
all right, if you want to leave a message for Steve, call his voicemail at 877-29-STEVE, and we just might play your message on the air. Coming up next, it is a prank phone call for today from Nephew right after this.
You need prayer.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is loving in all the wrong places. We'll get into that in just a bit. And Nephew, tell me, we're going to get to your prank phone call as well. But we have one last caller, one last voicemail for you, Steve. This is a female about the slap.
Yeah, Steve Harvey, don't try to take up for Will Smith in a roundabout way. He was wrong for slapping that man, and you let him get away with that. The next time he may slap you.
Slap who?
She said, don't let him get away with that because the next time
lady.
he might slap you.
Will Smith slapped
who? Will Smith
lady,
slapped Steve
baby,
Harvey.
you.
Lady, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. I was defending Will in a roundabout way. I don't know who you are. Let's just get to this part right here. He might slap you. I can be slapped. Ain't no doubt about that.
Okay.
I'm not above it. It has happened to me before. You might slap me, but
the aftermath.
To my heavenly Father who created me, he and all the angels will tell you, his black ass is coming. Right after you slap me. I don't know how to be nothing else. So, lady, I don't know what you talking about. Matter of fact, lose the number. Don't dial this number no damn more.
877-29.
He might slap you. But then he might get his ass whooped or I might get mine whooped. But it's going to be some ass whooping going on. Light breaking. Stage, I done knocked over TV cameras. I'm just, lady, you don't know me. What's her name?
Leave her name. You did not leave her name. All right, let's move on to the prank. Nephew, what you got for us today?
Let me slap this on y'all. This right here is naked yoga. Naked yoga. My uncle got mad.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach, is it Gordon?
Right, it's Gordon.
How you doing, Mr. Gordon? Listen, my name is...
let me turn down the TV. Did you call him about the apartment?
Yes. I was trying to see about maybe coming over to take a look at it and seeing if it's still available, man. I got a newspaper, but I didn't know if this is still available or what.
No, it's still for rent. Let me be straight with you. No pets and no smoking of any kind.
No, I understand.
Okay.
From my understanding, the listing here is like $850 a month, right?
$850. You got a parking spot, your private bathroom with a shower, and $850. I'm gonna need first, last month, and really, what's your name?
My name is Darnell. Darnell.
Okay, first. Right. First, last month, and Social Security number. I can do a background check.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. You guys got a backyard area? I teach classes in the mornings, and I want to know if you have that's pretty much will kind of lock me in if you guys got a backyard that I can use.
Oh, we got a backyard. What do you teach?
I teach yoga. I teach yoga in the mornings from 6 to 8. Hopefully that won't be a problem.
You make money doing yoga?
Yes, sir. I definitely do. I make enough definitely to cover the rent. That's for sure.
That shouldn't be a problem. I know a little bit about yoga. I mean, really, if it's y'all, you're not making no noise. That's yoga. That's not a problem.
Good deal. Well, how quick can I actually get moved in? Man, I'm trying to get settled. I just moved in from the East Coast. I jumped on my yoga pretty quick and got quite a bit of clientele built up. And I'm just ready to get started and get moved in, man. Something that I can actually call home,
we're looking to rent it out pretty quick, because we want to try and get it filled as soon as possible.
You said you got a roommate? Are you married?
No, it's just me. It would be me and my wife, and it's a 3-bedroom home. You would have the room in the back with the bathroom, and I said, $850. Do a credit check,
right.
And as soon as we meet, I can do the background check, and
now that background check. What do you necessarily need to do that for?
Well, you got to know who you're renting to, and then you want to know what the credit they got, so if they can afford to rent or not.
I got real good credit, man. My credit is fine. I'm actually in the 800s on my credit scores.
Oh, damn! All right. When you get here, is how you fill out the application. But if you're ready to get it cracking, I can do a background check, and you right now just give me your Social Security number.
Okay, but let me go ahead and just do this, man, on that background check, because what I want to say about that is this: there might be something on there about, like, when I was on the East Coast, I was actually teaching naked yoga. You know what I mean?
Naked yoga.
You might see something on there about me being a nymphomaniac.
Oh, naked yoga?
Yeah, well, see, that's the kind of yoga I was teaching on the East Coast was naked yoga. You know what I'm saying? And everybody
talking about teaching naked yoga here?
Well, but see, it's in the backyard. It's closed in.
In my backyard? And you, what other glitch you got? You said there's some glitches, Mike. What other glitch you got?
Well, you might see that I'm a nymphomaniac, but see, I done took classes in counseling.
What?
I done took counseling for that though.
You need to take some counseling over somewhere else. You ain't taking no counseling and doing no naked yoga in my backyard.
No, but see, man, all that's behind me now. That's on the East Coast, man. That's all behind me now. I didn't put that thing down.
Man, I don't care if it's behind you, in front of you, on the side. You're doing some naked yoga in my backyard. That ain't happening, man. Matter of fact,
man, listen.
I
got all the
your
credentials
list
that qualify to move in there, and now you're gonna sit here and tell me I can't.
You talking about doing some naked yoga in my backyard with no 20, 30 people? Man, my wife be at home, man. Look.
Well, you want to bring your wife out there?
Darnell, it's all good.
Let her get naked and do some yoga in, man.
Just scratch that one off your list and just move on to the next one, because ain't no naked yoga going down back here with no nymphomaniacs. I don't know what else y'all might be doing. I don't know who does naked yoga.
It's just a serene moment, man, where you find yourself. That's all this really is about.
Well, you better find yourself somewhere else. That's what I know. You ain't doing no naked yoga in my backyard. I'm surprised you even called somebody with that.
Hey, man, I'm going to come over there to this address and start looking at this place, because I want to set up shop right here.
In my backyard, and I don't even know you, talking about you got some glitches in your past? You going to have a foot in your...
How do you know that this isn't something that your wife might really want to get into?
But my wife... Don't even mention my wife's name, man. You don't know me. You don't even know my wife. Take my off your list. You come out here, you're going to have another glitch.
I'm coming out
there
to look at this damn room, and you going to show it to me.
I ain't showing you. You come out here, and I'm going to show you something else. My backyard.
I am a recovered nymphomaniac. I'm recovered.
I'm not recovered nymphomaniac. You about to get your with biomaniac. I'm the maniac Please believe, Darnell.
I'm finna come over there right now.
Come over here
I'm finna come over there now, man, so we can sit with
defense. I ain't having that. Do not
man,
come
listen,
over. Please
man. I'm
believe.
finna come over there so we
Please.
can just
Matter of
talk
fact, Matt, look, this you can do whatever you want somewhere else, but this right here, this ain't the place for you. I'm gonna tell you that right now,
Let me
Darnell.
talk to your wife, man.
Whatever
Let me
it is
talk
you
to your
wanna
wife.
pull, whatever
Let me
it is
speak to
you
your
want to
wife.
talk about, this ain't the place for you.
Let
Go
me speak to
somewhere
your
else.
wife.
Take
Let
that
me speak to your
somewhere
wife,
else.
man.
Please
Let me
believe
talk
me,
to your
Darnell.
wife.
Do not even try me, Darnell. Do
Let me
not
talk
even
to your
try me.
wife,
I'm not
man.
even that kind of dude, man. But you about to bring this out of me. Do not bring this over here, Darnell. So
Let
as
me
far as
speak to
I'm
your
concerned,
wife, man.
this
Let me
right
speak to your
here,
wife.
this right here is over for real. You're gonna come out here and catch a case.
Okay, can I say one more thing to you,
No,
man?
you can't say Darnell, because this conversation's over, man. Okay, how about that?
Hey, man, can I say one more thing, man?
What you got to
Hello?
say, man? What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother.
Oh, get the out of here, man. This is Nephew Tommy. Who told you to do this to me, man?
Your brother.
My brother. Man. Oh, I'm going to get this. Oh, my God. Man, my heart is all beating all fast, man. Oh, get the out of here, man. Man. Oh.
You all right, man?
Man, I was going to whoop your butt naked if you came around here, man. You just don't know. Man, I'm so glad this is a joke. You have no idea. I'm so glad this is a joke, man.
Did I slap that on you?
Okay.
Did I slap it on you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Should I slap my uncle with something? Should I slap him with something?
We gotta go. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, loving in all the wrong places. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, pop, right now. Could be yours. You never know.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, loving in all the wrong places. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm ashamed to even be writing to you, so don't judge me. I'm a 52-year-old man, and my lady friend is 15 years younger than I am. I met her 3 months ago, and we had sex on the first date. It was a blind date, and my brother's wife set me up on the date as a joke because I'm known as a womanizer. I'm not proud of that nickname, but in the past, I would love him and leave him. That's what I used to do. All right. So as a joke, she told me that she had the perfect woman for me. I was overjoyed when I met this woman because she was straight up and said she was ready to go to get to the good part, which was sex. We finished eating and she asked if I had any condoms. I thought she was amazing. I didn't expect it to be anything but a one-night stand, but I was so amazed by what she did to me and where she did it that I kept on going back for more. The first night, she took me down by the lake behind the restaurant and we had sex on a picnic table. She sat on the table and it probably looked like we were just hugging and kissing, but I was all up under her dress. After that first night, we have a few times in her bedroom, on her couch, and on her back patio, but it's usually a spontaneous encounter when we are out in public. I have had sex in front of a hardware store, in the garden department, in the bathroom of a coffee shop, while a woman was knocking on the door for us to hurry up, in my car at work during my lunch break, and one time at the movies recently. I'm too old to go to jail for this kind of stuff, and the anxiety makes it hard for me to perform. My sister-in-law was right. This woman is too much for me. How do I get her to have normal sex with me? Well. The 52-year-old player, the ex-womanizer, is caught up and tired after only 3 months. What happened?
What you mad about?
You simply you just met your match. That's all. It's okay. You asked us not to judge you in the letter, but it kind of does sound like you're bragging about all the sex you're getting. And I thought one night stands, I thought you guys didn't like one night stands. And I thought they were just that, one night. But now you're tripping. You have anxiety, making it hard for you to perform. Why don't you just leave her alone? You can't do that, can you? And she's not too young for you just because she's 15 years younger. She's 37. She's too much for you. She's obviously not the normal sex kind of woman. So unless you can continue to keep up with her sexcapades, she's probably going to be out when she gets bored. But isn't that what you used to do? You said that. You used to love him and leave him. Uh, hmm. Doesn't feel good when the shoe is on the other foot now, does it? Does it? I think you should just, let her go because you can't keep up with her. She's way too much for you. Your sister-in-law knew it. And here we are. You can't perform the way you want to perform. Leave her alone. She's too much. Steve?
Yeah, nice try, Shirley. No, I'm not going along with your answers, but I could tell you were very uncomfortable responding to this letter right here. I, on the other hand, have no problem with this type of letter. I want to thank the brother for writing in. Loving in all the wrong places here. He said he was ashamed to even be writing and then asked me not to judge him. You know good and hell well that's what I'm finna do.
That's what we do.
I got a new show, Judge Steve. Am I not going to judge you? Okay. Boy, that's what this letter's about. Now, you 52, lady friend, 15 years younger than me, younger than you. You went out on a blind date. Now, here's what was confusing to me. It was a blind date, and my brother's wife set it up as a joke. What was the joke? I didn't get the joke. She knows you to be a womanizer.
Right.
She set this date up as a joke. I don't get the joke.
Well, if you're a womanizer and this is the kind of woman she's setting you up with, you ought to be able to handle it. Womanizer. Love them and leave them.
Okay, well. Mm-hmm. I would love them and leave them. That's what I used to do. Love!
I knew it. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Leave them.
Yes.
Come on, Rick.
That's what I used to do. Use and abuse them.
Rick
Then
James.
I laid eyes on you. It was pain before pleasure.
Sing it, Steve.
Boy, that was a Rick James ass moment right there.
Him and Tina.
Oh, I had to lean back. I didn't even see that coming.
You did.
But as soon as I read that line, I would love them and leave them. You can't love
Boy.
them and leave them.
I took a drink of water right there and I almost spit it out.
What I used to do. Use and abuse them.
Yes. That's
what
then I laid eyes on you. Hey, before pleasure. Boy.
All right. Hold that note. Hold that
when
note.
When we come back, he think he loving in the wrong places. I have some suggestions.
Okay, all right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, loving in all the wrong places. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Loving in all the wrong places is the subject.
Well.
Your voice is tired from all that hollering.
Oh, that ain't nothing to me, Shirley.
One more time.
Have them and leave them. Boy.
Dang.
Shirley, on command, you don't even understand.
I know.
Now, you remember when Tommy used to do notes and stuff and then he'd cough because it throw him off. I live my life hollering. See, Shirley, I'm from the hood, and I was skinny. Yeah. And when we moved to West Virginia, they used to jump on us all the time because we used to kids from the country.
Oh.
I used to run at top speed hollering for my two brothers.
Okay, all right.
Imagine
Endurance.
running
All right.
top
Stamina.
speed, head back, knees up by your chin, arms stroking, hollering. Help! Heavy! Help! Somebody get these earworms off of me! These earworms finna catch me! What?
All right.
These
Back to the
ears
letter.
is getting close! Yeah, so, I've had my whole life like that. Anyway, he went on to meet this woman, and they had sex on the first night. She was straight up and said she was ready to get to the good part. We finished eating, and she asked if I had any condoms. I thought she was amazing. I didn't expect to be anything but a one-night stand, but I was so amazed at what she did to me and where she did it. I kept coming back for more. The first night, she took me down by the lake behind the restaurant. We had sex on a picnic table. That ain't nothing. I don't even know what that is. That's a picnic table. Then she sat on a table. It probably looked like we was just hugging and kissing, but I was all up under the dress. Oh, okay, dog, you ain't saying nothing right now. You 52, just not Shirley did say, they just sounded to me like you just trying to brag about where you having all this sex at. After that first night, we had relations a few times in her bedroom. What? In her bedroom. And?
It's the outside part.
On her couch. And? Everybody in here had all this. You ain't saying nothing. You ain't throwing nobody else. And on her back patio. And? Ain't a patio chair back there? Ain't a lounger back there? It's a chase lounge back there? The cushions back there? I'm trying to figure out where the shock is. No, hell no, I ain't impressed. But it's usually a spontaneous encounter when we out in public. I've had sex in front of a hardware store in the garden department. And?
Have you?
Shirley. This boy right here want to impress me. I have some ideas. You want to impress me?
Okay.
Tell me something I don't know nothing about. In the bathroom at a coffee shop. Man, that's a restaurant, ain't it? Who ain't did that? Who ain't been in the restaurant? Who ain't been in the restaurant? Coffee shop, donut shop, what? Pizza parlor, what? What? Kitchen at the Brown Derby, what?
Wait, what?
What?
The kitchen where they
Kitchen
cook the
at the
food?
Brown Derby while they were cooking other people's food. What?
I hope you worked there.
I didn't work there. I came in through the back. What are you talking about? No. In the coffee shop, woman knocking on the door for us to hurry up. Everybody wants you to hurry up. You in the bathroom. In my car at work during the lunch break. Who ain't been in the car? And one time at the movies. Yeah, boy, movies.
What kind of
boy, let me tell you,
womanizer
I've been in the movie making a movie. Who you talking to?
Not making it in the movie theater.
In the movie, watching the movie, making a movie. And he 52, like all these, this is shocking to us. Now, if you been a little flower child on the wall and you ain't cute or nothing, you might have missed all these opportunities. But I was never cute, but I had conversation. Oh, flowing off my tongue like butterscotch. I've been in some places. Sitting up in here, man. How about this right here? Go down to Baskin Robbins and do it on top of the ice cream. Show me something.
What?
Go down to Baskin Robbins and do it on top of the ice cream.
31 flavors.
31 flavors. Here come 32. Sitting up in here. You want to impress me? Do it on the top of a fire hydrant. Now I'm amazed.
While the
show me something. You ain't did nothing.
That's gonna hurt.
But you want to impress somebody. But where you done made love at? How about this one right here? Bet you ain't never had love on a ladder while you was cleaning out the leaves of the gutter. Bet you ain't had that happen
dangerous.
Right there. Where that's at. Talking about what all you done had some sex like you just Mr. Love Boy. You ain't Mr. Love Boy. How about having sex on the coffee table with all hot coffee? Try that.
Ooh.
You
gonna get burned.
Show me something.
Show you skills.
Go down the Cracker Barrel and get on top of the barrel. Now you're working. You want to impress me, partner. Go down to the Waffle House and stand next to the dude that's hollering out the orders and cooking and scraping that grease off that thing. Now you having sex in some weird places. That's when you want to impress me. Talking talking to me about some way you done made love at.
Listen, post your comments if you're a womanizer like
Make
this
love
man
on
in the
top
letter.
on top of the fire ant bed. That's
On the Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Junior in Sports Talk. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here is Junior now with Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Okay, Shirley, but tomorrow night, I just got to let the people know, Dallas is here. April Fool's Comedy Jam at the Texas Trust Theater, Ticketmaster.com. Earthquake, Bruce, Bill Bellamy, myself, Ryan Davis, and Shantae Wayans will be in the building, and it's going to be a different type of show. No running up, please. You don't want to see us. Please no running up on this show. Just to let y'all know. We not doing that on this show. So see y'all tomorrow night. All right, everybody has had a say in what happened at the Oscars between Will Smith and Chris Rock. The shocking thing is the people that say it. O.J. Simpson even had something to say.
Oh, what?
I don't know why O.J. feel like he had to come in. He don't even know when to sit down. Just take a listen to what he said.
But the question I've been getting is Will Smith and Chris Rock. Hey, look, it was unfortunate. I think Will was wrong. Look, I understood the feeling. Now, in my life, I've been through a lot of crap when I was raising two young kids, and every comedian in the country had an O.J. routine, and don't think I wouldn't want to be slapped a couple of those guys, but you got to accept it's humor, and I didn't even think that was all that egregious. I thought it was a semi-unfunny joke, but I don't know. I don't get it. I know this. After what happened to me in Las Vegas, if I would have done that in front of 1 billion people watching around the world, they would have given me life without. I'm just saying, hey, take care.
I ain't mad at that one.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. He
said something else?
Yeah, no, he said the comedians had a routine about OJ, and I just want to say, is he talking about slapping you too?
Uh-oh.
Let me just say something.
He's egregious too now.
Let me just say this about O.J. Simpson. One thing about O.J.
Yeah.
We all know what happened if somebody disrespect who he thinks is his woman. So he go way past slapping.
People come up missing.
J. Anthony Brown said it best. He be killing people and stuff.
Hey,
God.
If you say so about OJ.
Boy, if he think you done disrespected his, we all know what happens next. So I really...
He was actually on point, though.
No, yeah. you good right now, ain't you?
What?
But he still got something to say.
Don't you steal your stuff back no more.
Man,
I wrote a whole routine on him.
Yeah.
He ain't, and I did this routine when I was 40. Better not have slapped me then. Lord have mercy.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll talk about little lies right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Little lies. All right, check this out, guys. WNBA star Sue Bird admitted that when she was a kid, she lied that NBA star Larry Bird was her uncle. It's like a famous story in my childhood school and neighborhood that I lied, and I would tell people he was my uncle. This is what Sue Bird told Insider. She said, all the time. I mean, I was like 6 or 7, so I feel like that's excusable. Because she was a kid. She was a little kid when she said it. So here's the question to you, Steve, to you, Tommy, to you, Junior. Do you have and we already know the answer to this. We just want to know what it is. But do you have an epic lie that you told when you were a kid? And how long did you stick with this lie? And did you ever come clean and tell the truth?
Epic lie.
Well, they found out.
Yeah,
about
like
it.
some major lie.
I thought it wasn't true, but it turned into a lie. You know, I told kids in the neighborhood that we had money, and they told me, talking about how y'all got money, y'all live next door to us. I said, but we got it though.
You stuck with it.
I stuck with it. Stuck with it. Then I found out we didn't have no money. Truth? Yeah, I found out my mom, but we ain't got no damn money. Stop telling them kids that.
I love your family, Junior.
Yeah, so I found that out. That's the lie I stuck with.
We got money. We're rich.
Yeah,
let's see. Mine is probably I dated a girl, telling people I dated a particular girl, but really didn't date that girl, but just was saying it. She went to another school. Yeah, that was my girl right there. That's my girl right there. And then my best friend around the corner like, I just saw this girl at the grocery store with another dude. That is not your damn girlfriend. I don't know why are you lying?
Girls.
You telling everybody that's your gal. That ain't your gal. You know, we from Texas. That ain't your gal.
Gal. Wow. All right, Uncle Steve. Let's hear it.
It's so many.
I've been lying since I
which
was
one?
4. I don't even know where
to start.
Oh, epic lies. So many. Epic.
Give us one epic. Did you ever tell your parents a lie or your good
hell
friend?
Yeah, I had to. I was trying to get my. I'll tell you one thing. I didn't lie, but I just held it out. I was in the 6th grade one time, and I got misplaced in the school system. I went to school one day, and they put me in a special kid class for special kids. You know, back then they called them slow. Back then, and so I went in a special class, and after I got in there the first day, and I ain't seen none of my friends, and then I came in the next day, and I just knew everything. You know, my hand just stayed up. You know, I was volunteering. You know, because the questions was, I'm in the 6th grade, and you know, what is 3 times 3? 9. You know, I'm just firing off, you know.
But that's wrong. That's wrong right there.
So we took a pop quiz, and I aced it. I was through it. I'm looking around like, why they still writing? Man, these baby ass questions. So I stayed in there for about 2 weeks. All the pop quizzes was aces. I sat on the front. I couldn't wait for her to ask any question. My hand was up first, and she took me down to the office and said, come with me, brother. And we went down to the office, and she said, I'm not sure he's supposed to be here. And so they checked my records, and they had put me in the wrong class. And I went right on back to that regular class and got them D's like I was supposed to get.
It was not a good story.
One of them Russianist. I was in that special class. I was one of my greatest school experiences. That was the first time I knew every damn thing the teacher was talking about.
You wanted to stay, didn't you?
Anybody know what 4 times 4 is? 16.
You killing it. You was killing
it. Dog.
Yes.
She couldn't get it out before I knew.
He said,
funny, Steve. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 20 minutes right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, this is in really weird news, guys. After a woman's husband of 10 years died, she had the unpleasant task to inform the other woman, his mistress. In a TikTok video that's racked up over 2 million views, Bridget Davis, the wife, shares snippets of their text message exchange. F word. Okay, that's how she started it off. F word. I can't believe this. I can't. I'm losing it. I can't do this again. He promised me. But then the mistress asks, can I go where he was buried? And the wife simply responds, no. So here's a question. Do you think the wife should let the mistress go to the husband's grave?
Whoa.
The wife didn't think so.
This
What do you guys
right here?
You don't know? Y'all don't know what to say?
I guess the wife said, well, I'm going to notify her, because I ain't going to be the only one sitting around here crying.
I mean,
You don't want to get down there, and it's another hole dug out, and we don't. And that's probably for you.
It could be a setup.
Can I go where he's buried? You can't stand guard over no grave. But then if they don't tell you where the plot is at, you ever walk through a graveyard looking for a person before?
No.
Yeah.
I have.
I have.
Yes.
That's a sad ass walk.
Yes, sure is.
And then I
Reading them
misread
names?
the plaque and was crying over the wrong grave one time.
See, we got to move on. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather go back to your ex or repeat the entire year of 2020?
B.
COVID, all of that,
Yeah.
pandemic.
I catch COVID and everything. Yeah, I catch it 4 damn times. I ain't going back to what you talking about.
I get tested every single day.
You ain't lying.
Before they,
all these Q-tips in my nose. All
when they
of
used to
swab
stick it
me.
way up your nose, yeah.
Hit my brain. Swab it.
Before you go back to your ex.
Before I
To
go
your
back
ex.
to my ex. What?
Steve,
What?
weigh in on this one.
Are you crazy?
Did you weigh in? I didn't hear you. Go back to
What
your
is
ex
I'm
or
weighing in
repeat
for?
it.
What weighing in for what?
I want to hear what you have to say. I didn't hear
I
you.
picked B before you said B.
You didn't care what the option.
No matter what
give
it
a
is.
Damn. Go back to 2020. We can go back to 1920 if you want to. And that was very unpleasant for black people. I'll do
Yes,
that
it was.
before I go back to my ex. You can believe that right there, dog. Whatever
All right.
else you got. You can take anything. You can put a 20 on anything. Will you go back to 20? Yes. Will you go back 20 years?
The year 20?
Yes.
The
Go
year
back to
20.
Go back to when
$20.
you was just making 20,000. Yes.
All right. I think we got it now, guys.
Would you leave her
All right.
20 more times? Yes.
Would you rather own a cat that barks, or would you rather own a dog that meows? Cat that barks or dog that meows?
I'd rather have
wrote these
cat
ignorant
that
jokes?
Yeah, I take the cat.
I don't want no punk ass dog sitting there.
No.
I got this big ass dog and he purring.
Meow.
Shut your punk ass up and scare these people out of this house.
Either way, I'm scared of both of them.
I take the cat.
Junior?
Yeah, I take the cat because we gotta at least make the robber feel a little intimidated of coming in here.
All right. Would you rather only be able to yell, or would you rather be only able to whisper?
What you say?
All the time. All the
All the
time.
time.
All the time.
Just whispering all the time.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
Even when something that need to be loud got to be said.
Oh, you in the bedroom?
You have to make a
Tommy, you in the
decision.
bedroom
Yell.
just whispering, dog.
Oh my God, it's a burglar! It's a burglar! It's a burglar!
But you yelling though.
If y'all don't quit jumping y'all ass up and down on that couch right now.
Let the church say, man, amen.
Amen. Amen, Pastor. Preach, Pastor. Pastor, preach.
I'm probably gonna have to whisper.
You tell me
Coming
you
up.
just got pranked.
Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, we'll do our last break of the day and have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Thursday. It's been a good day.
Love them.
Did you drop the mic?
I know.
I'm singing so hard I knocked the mic over. Boy.
You were singing that in Strawberry Letter. Today's the last day of the month of March. The
This is it.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
It's time to be a fool, boy. It's time to be a fool. Let's be a fool.
You don't
Yep. 9 more months till Christmas.
Hey, I think we should have like National Slap Day now. Don't you think we just go up and this?
Nah, man. Nah.
See, this is why. This is the very reason I don't think they'll give you a show. Because see, you're gonna mess around, mess all your money up making statements like this.
Why?
Because you know good and hell well how it's gonna go if you slap the wrong damn person. And the majority of the people are the wrong people to slap.
Well, you know, it's kind of like St. Patrick's Day. You know, back in the day when you didn't wear green, you get pinched. You know, so National Slap Day, everybody.
Wait a minute. What?
Well, I ain't care if I wore green or not. Don't pinch me.
Yeah.
They would pinch
That's
you.
when
if
we're
you didn't
little,
wear-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Oh, you went to white school. Yeah, I can assure you that right there. I ain't never heard of that. Right
You ain't never heard of it.
there. Tommy, in my life, I've never heard of that. At a
Yeah,
black
when you
school,
didn't-
dog, we didn't even pay attention to St. Patty's Day. Dog, let me tell you something. Dog, I swear to you, I didn't even understand St. Patty's Day till I went to college. And them white kids was celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Green beer and all like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what they was talking about.
Growing up in Chicago,
It was big.
there was no way you could ignore it. Yeah, they turned the Chicago River green.
They would
all of
dye
that.
it. Yeah, that Ferris Bueller's that movie, Ferris Bueller's Day
That
Off.
was doing St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Yep, in Chicago.
And ask me,
That's
did
right.
I see that movie?
Oh God, I didn't see.
Did you
Ferris.
see
Right.
Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller's Day Off, Steve?
That's classic,
Hell
though.
no, I don't even know what that is. What are you talking about?
Oh, so good. Bueller.
Good.
What year it come out?
Oh, wow.
86.
86.
Yeah.
Had just gotten
What
into
were you
comedy
doing
in 85.
I
I
saying,
was
what were you
in
doing in
hustle
86?
mode so hard.
Struggle, huh?
Oh, girl. And you know what's creating the most struggle in my life, and I had to finally admit it as I got older,
What? Steve?
was I was trying to figure it out. And I know that sounds odd, because everybody at a point in their life is trying to figure it out. When you get this understood, that the figuring out part does not belong to you, it can really change your life drastically. It took me a long time to stop trying to figure it out and finally seeing what God had already figured for me and then align myself to that. That was the biggest change for me. But I spent so much of my life trying to figure it out on my own, and boy, was I making some mistakes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, they were for a reason.
Oh, absolutely.
You ain't
For a
made no
reason.
mistakes. You ain't made no mistakes like we just got to looking at. Thank God.
Oh my
You
goodness.
haven't done that.
Yeah, you ain't made no mistake. So Tommy, tell us about this private jet you got.
What happened now?
Wow.
Wait, what?
I know you
You got
didn't-
it. What?
I know
Ready.
you didn't just do that, man. I know you did.
Ready to
not.
love money long?
Tommy flew in this morning
Shout out
and
to Will
flew in
Packer,
on a
baby.
private jet.
What's up,
Oh,
Will?
y'all ain't seen the pictures?
We saw it.
We
Yeah.
saw him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all saw it.
Look at the
Y'all
time.
ain't got no questions about it?
Look at the time.
Well, you're handling it. You're answering the
Well,
question.
that ain't handling it.
Great job.
Yeah, you're doing good.
So Tommy, you was on a private jet. What happened?
Keep on. I'm gonna slap you. Keep on. Now you keep on.
You already know how that's gonna go. So we can just go on with this question about this damn private jet. You already know your uncle. You already know how that's gonna go. So come on, let's go. How about this private jet?
That is. I flew on a private jet. It's not my private jet. You know I don't have a private jet, but I was
Well, you
invited
sent
to.
the pictures.
I sent
to
y'all
us
some
like It
pictures.
was yours.
Well, you made it look
Like
like
it
it was
was
yours.
I thought that was your
yeah.
jet.
Well, hell, if I'm on it, I might well ball like it's mine. What?
Yeah, I mean, with nobody else on it, what we supposed to think?
Right. Congratulations.
But then,
What you thought?
but then, hold up, Junior. Hear what the caption say. I'm on my way. Like that's
I'm on my yeah.
Exactly. What were we supposed
Be
to
that-
think, Tommy?
Be there in just a sec.
Yeah,
Oh,
wasn't no baggage claim or nothing. You understand? I just.
Oh,
rolled
now you
on.
stunting.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a classic Tommy question.
Oh, come on.
How much did it cost, Tommy?
No, that's disrespectful to ask somebody how much
Oh,
something costs.
is
You don't do that.
Oh,
don't
you do it
that.
all the time.
You
don't-
sure
you
did.
don't
Let
do
me
that.
ask
You don't
you a
ask
really
somebody.
important question. The luggage you had, did it look like it was supposed to be on a private?
It wasn't matching. That's for damn sure.
See that?
You was
That's a
looking
dead
crazy. You was
giveaway.
looking crazy.
And the name on it looking.
Moving on up.
Luga looking.
Away.
All good.
Hey, listen, y'all, that's it for today. Y'all have a great day. Oh, and I failed to mention to you, I want you to hear this clearly. Talk to God, everybody. He loves